What to know before converting to Islam. I'm your friendly neighborhood ex-Muslim, bringing you the deal of what you should know before you turn to Allah. Number one, it's a one-way street. That's right. The punishment for leaving Islam, according to classical Islamic scholars, is death. That's a bummer. But if you're living in the West, you're lucky, because this probably won't apply to you. If you're in a Muslim country that apostasy is punishable, you should think super carefully. Basically, don't do it. Nobody's going to tell you this when you're learning about Islam. None of these Dawah guys or Islamic scholars will alert you of the danger. But you can be in danger if you take this step without thinking. Number two, you want to fulfill a hole in your life. American materialism has got you down, and you're missing something in your life. You're craving a desire to belong, for a deeper meaning, to be part of something bigger than yourself, for all of it to make sense somehow. Well, sorry to say, but the reality is that Islam will just cover up this hole with more stuff. A whole lot of praying and fasting and repeating names of Allah over and over, and promising you imaginary gifts like rivers of milk and honey, paradise with virgin girls, and. Number three, you find some commonality with your old religion. If you're a Christian, stats show that you are the most likely candidate to convert to Islam. Most of us who leave Islam become atheist, but most who become Muslim come from, you guessed it, Christianity. So now you found Islam. Probably Sunni Islam, but maybe another version like Shia Islam or Ahmadiyya, with its reform appeal of no jihad or its appearance of being more rational by not propagating miracles or something like that. I actually went through this myself. Nearly 2 decades ago, I converted from Ismailism to Sunni Islam. After reading the Quran and studying Muhammad's life, I felt that this form of the religion was more close to the truth than Ismailism, so I followed it. I deep dived into it, dedicating my life into it. I made many sacrifices, and it shaped every decision I made, including where I worked, number of kids I had, who I married, and so on. This is why I speak about it today, because I don't want you to spend 15 years of your life for a false religion. Why did I convert to Islam? For one, I wasn't as critical-minded back then. I was young and looking for something and somewhere to belong to, and the Muslim Sunni community was just that. Number four, you think Allah spoke to Muhammad and he was the best example. Such a humble, selfless man. The reality is that Allah didn't speak to Muhammad. There just isn't any good evidence for this. And he got massive personal benefits from being the chosen one. He was treated like a demigod. His followers obeyed his every command and order, drank the leftover water from his religious washings, ablutions, not to mention his sweat and saliva. It's even reported one of them drank his blood. Whatever woman he wanted, he got, even if she was married. He even managed to marry his adopted son's ex-wife, despite this being completely taboo in the culture. He just waltzed into her house and announced, "God has married me to you." He ordered his companions that they must love him more than anyone else, to mention, "Peace and blessings be upon you," after saying his name, to obey without question. Sami'na wa ata'na, hear and obey. Number five, you want spiritual benefits. If you want to deal with the pain of life and find deep meaning, try meditation and mindfulness. Just being is all we have to do. This is a secret that many do not know. Meditation can change your life without all of the rituals and dogma of Islam or any other religion. Meditation prepares you to deal with the hardships in life. It allows you to deal with the pain that permeates our existence. Do yourself a favor. Study both the arguments for and against Islam before converting to it. You may end up saving yourself from a lifetime of bad decisions, sacrificing for a God that doesn't exist to reap rewards in a heaven that will never come. How am I doing now? Let me be the first to tell you, I don't miss Islam. I don't miss all the rituals, all the rules, all the complications it adds to your life. Life is so much simpler now. I read a book and I don't have to think, done. This thinking isn't allowed in Islam. We couldn't have evolved because Adam and Eve was made from clay. Or done. This teaching completely contradicts what Muhammad taught, so I can't do it. This job? Well, I can't take this job. It's in the banking sector, or it's an insurance company, or they sell alcohol, or it's an entertainment industry, or if you're in Canada, weed. When I left Islam, I was finally able to buy a house without guilt. When I'm out and I'm hungry, I don't have to worry about whether there's a halal restaurant and I have to eat fish or vegetarian food again. There's so many sacrifices you have to make when you truly follow this religion. You wake up every day so early for Fajr, washing your face with cold water, and you pray to God, or you miss it and you feel guilty for being a bad Muslim. I don't miss Ramadan either. Days and days of waking up early, stuffing food and water into your barely functional stomach, and then 15 to 17 hours of fasting. By 8 to 9 p.m., you finally get some morsels of food into your body. And this is repeated day after day while you still have a life to live. And then the fear of hell stops you from not doing it. So you keep doing it despite the misery it causes on you. I now have freedom of thought and belief, freedom from guilt, and freedom to be myself. Thanks for watching. My name is Abdullah Samir, and I make videos on Islam. Subscribe now. Check out my support page below for details on how you can support me. Thanks for watching. This is Abdullah Samir, your friendly neighborhood ex-Muslim, signing out.